Hello, babes. How's it going? Feels like it's been absolutely forever since I've been here and done a broadcast, but hello, my name is Luna. You may know me as Yvonne with LT Reads. I don't even know if this is going to work because I don't know if I can see messages. It's been that long. Oh my goodness. Hold on here. Anyways, I will just get some cards shuffled until I figure that out. But I'm here today doing some energy exchange, free readings for my lovely, beautiful babies. We're looking to do some specific questions. I just felt called to do a live tonight, so here I am. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you're wonderful. It is hot as heck here in Canada. I was sweating balls today. How's everybody doing? I can't see comments. Oh, okay. Oh. Maybe they'll pop up. There we go. Savannah, what's up, gorgeous? How are you doing? I've seen you've been doing a couple of broadcasts here and there. I hope you're well. What's the temp over there in Ohio? You guys go by Fahrenheit. I'm so good. So nice to see you here. Thank you for supporting the broadcast and hanging out. Hey Nancy, what's up? I'm sorry that you're worried about your financial status. I haven't yet jumped into this because I literally just started. So I'm waiting for a couple of people to flow in. 86 Fahrenheit. That's like, I feel like that's like 30 degrees Celsius. Yeah, same, about the same. So hot. Sweaty. Hey Lucy, I'm doing well. How are you doing, honey? So for those of you that are new and joining, hello, welcome. Oh, you're from Vancouver, Lindsay. What's up? I'm from Ontario, my fellow Canadian. That's cool. I like that. So, my darlings, what we are doing, if you're interested in asking a question, I'm an energy reader, so I ask for an energy exchange. All you have to do is head on down to the description box below, hit my link to my YouTube, subscribe to me there. Let me know that you've done that, and I will be more than happy to answer a question for you, with the exception of financial, legal, and fertility, okay? Lucy, you're from Ontario too? No way! That's crazy. We've been talking all this time, and I had no idea that you were a fellow Ontarian. Lindsay, I can absolutely tell you that. Just make sure you head on down to the description box. Subscribe to my YouTube. Oh, you're from Hamilton. Cool. I'm from the GTA as well. We're pretty close to each other. That's awesome. We should see how many Canadians we can get wrangled up in this group. I've always wanted to do that. This group is humongous. Like, there's people from all over the world in here, which I think is super cool. So I hope, once again, that you are all having a wonderful morning, day, evening, wherever you're watching from, and that you enjoy hanging out with me, watching the broadcast, spilling some tea ski. I did see somebody just subscribe, so thank you to whoever just did that. And once you have, then I can answer some questions. I'm so excited. I haven't done this in forever. I've been more so focused on my YouTube channel and growing that and putting out collective readings for the generals. So like, you know, general zodiac signs. But yeah, that has been the main focus lately. Yeah, eh? Yes, Lindsay. You know what I'm saying. Natasha, you subscribed. Okay, perfect. What was your question, honey? Sorry. Scroll back up here. Lucy, I will answer yours. I just feel like I have answered this particular question regarding you and Paul before. Okay, Okay, so we're looking for new clients, new friends that I have not read for. But I appreciate you hanging out, Lucy. Do you see my current situation improving? Natasha, your current situation, okay. That's a bit vague, but let's just stick with it. For Natasha, please, she wants to know if her current situation is going to improve, Spirit. What can she expect? King of Swords. The World? That's promising, Natasha. One more, please, for Natasha. Will her current situation improve, please, Spirit? She wants to know. What will it take for her to do that, or for her to see that? Why is this World here? Natasha, your situation will improve. The World here shows me that something is going to come to an end, okay? There's a cycle here that's closing, but with the King of Swords here, you need to really think about it logically and practically, analytically, and gain some clarity and focus on what it is that needs to end or change for you to move forward, for things to get better. What that is for you, I don't know. You probably will. When I clarify the World, I get the Two of Wands. So this, to me, actually, it's interesting. The World card is depicted in this Two of Wands card. But basically, the Two of Wands is signifying that you are needing to make a decision. This decision probably involves the closing or ending of this cycle, this change that needs to happen for things to improve for you. Whatever this decision is, I think that you've been sitting on it for a while. You've been kind of a little bit back and forth, but now it's about what is actually going to bring you the benefits, what's actually going to bring you a better life, what's actually going to make you feel better, going to make you feel more passionate. There's something here that I feel like you are driven towards, but you're a little bit held back, and I don't know why that is. I think whatever that is holding you back has kept you from making this decision, closing out this cycle, but I think you see it clearly, which is why you're here, which is why you're asking me, you know, is this going to change? Yes, it will. But you know, the power is in your hands. You have all the tools at your fingertips to make those changes, right? So if you're sitting back and, you know, finding like you're doing the same thing over and over again, every day is the same, but why is nothing changing? Well, that's probably why. So the King of Swords begs you to ask her. The King of Swords begs you to ask yourself, pardon me, what have I not been truthful with myself about? What do I need to see more clearly? What do I need to take away some of my heart space away from and look at from a more responsible point of view? Does that make sense? Let me know, babes. I did see a couple of subscriptions pop up, so thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, whoever did. But I'm just going to wait for Natasha to get back to me on that. And then we will move to the next reading. But that was a really beautiful reading, Natasha. I do feel like things will move in a positive direction for you. I think that it's going to take some time, some realization, some work, dedication, and effort on your behalf. It's not just going to happen overnight or magically, but if you have the dedicated commitment and, you know, passion for it, then I definitely think that you can make that change. That World is waiting to close. Did we lose Natasha? Oh, thanks, Lindsay. Wow, you're good. I think this had to do with a relationship that just ended. It's hard for me to let it go, but it's been a lot of back and forth. Yes. Okay, yep. So that World closing, Natasha, I think that you are, I don't know how long it's been since the relationship ended, but I think now you are coming to see things clearly and taking away some of your heart space. Where in the past, when you were recovering from the breakup and you were feeling like, I still really love him, there's so many passionate feelings involved, that is kind of coming to a close, and your logical mind is coming into a sense of realization where, okay, you know, I think that I've come to terms with some things. We're maybe at a distance, maybe you're not talking. Maybe you feel like things have ended for the better. But now the decision is moving on to something new. And how you're going to go about doing that, how you're going to go about approaching the dating world, approaching your newfound sense, of passion for a new relationship or for, a new sexual connection, that's all unexplored territory. So when one door opens with the world, when one door closes, another door opens. And this is just a time and space, I think, spiritually, energetically for you, where you are kind of straddling the line there. You're kind of in between worlds. You've got one foot in the door, 1 foot out, and I don't think that you're still connected to the past connection here, your past relationship. I think that a lot of the memories that you built with that person and a lot of the security that you found with that person is what you are missing. But I think that that King of Swords there is reminding you that I could have that and better with somebody else. And you're going through that healing process of closing that out and actually deciding I'm moving onward, upward, forward, and away from that. If you're not there yet, I think that you will. But giving me some insight on that really helps me read the cards better. So thank you, babe, for your feedback. I really hope that that helped. Until we meet again, love and light. Thank you so much, honey, for your subscription as well. Melanie, what's up, sweetheart? Nice to see you. Welcome back. Alrighty. Who else subscribed? Savannah? Sorry, I have to keep on track with this. This is bad. Okay, Savannah? I will read for Savannah next, and then we will do somebody else did. Jin. You're asking about you and Lewis. So don't let me forget. I can't do too many at once or else I will be too ADHD. But thank you so much, Natasha. Mwah. Good luck, sweetheart. Nikki, did you subscribe to my YouTube channel, my love? Sorry, I may have missed your question. It's hard for me to keep track of the comments while I'm doing the readings. But we're going to do Savannah now. Savannah, what were you wondering, babes? What's coming in for you? Okay, cool. Savannah, I am going to pre-buffer your reading and let everybody else here know who's hanging out and is looking for a reading from me. I don't pride myself on being a predictive reader. I more so pride myself on being an energetic reader. So what we're going to see coming in for you is probably going to be more so spiritual advice pertaining to your energy. I'm not going to tell you, oh, you're going to get a new job in September, I'm just not that type of reader. I apologize if that's the kind of reading that you were looking for, but let's go ahead and see what's coming in for Savannah, baby. What is coming in for Savannah? Thank you. We have the 8 of Swords, okay? Why? Whoa. Three of Cups, 9 of Wands in reverse, 2 of Wands. Savannah, there is a situation, my darling. I know that you're a fellow reader, so I'm just saying it more so for the other people. But, and again, so I'm not going to give you too much of a description with these cards, because being that you are a fellow reader, you're going to get the idea when I say what the cards are. But with the 8 of Swords here, there's something that you're overthinking, okay? Something that you are caught in your head about, something that maybe you have been keeping inside, that you have not been communicating, something that has been stressing you out. What has been stressing you out is something that has to do with this 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups signifies some kind of connection. Could be a friendship, it could be a familial connection, it could be in the workplace. I feel like this is with family. I don't know why, but it could be with friends too. Whatever is happening with this connection here that's causing you to feel stressed and overthink, this is something that it feels like you have been fighting for and towards, and possibly even against for a long time. I don't know if this is another family member or an ex or possibly an older child, but it feels like there's a sense of emotional exhaustion here. Like you're feeling depleted and you feel like you're at a loss and you don't know what to do, how to persevere. It just feels like a little bit of Eight of Swords, Nine of Wands in reverse. That's fucked. With the Two of Wands here, you have a decision to make. I don't know what that decision is. Maybe you will. Why is the Two of Wands here, please, Spirit, for Savannah? Thank you. The Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, it looks like some kind of relationship. Whether it's romantic or familial, you know, that doesn't really help. But there's something here where morals and values have not been aligned. You don't see eye to eye. You don't have the same vision for the future. You don't have, maybe you have different religious views. Maybe you have different cultural backgrounds. But there's a decision here that needs to be made. It's like, can I keep putting up with this or not? I think that you've been holding yourself back to keep this connection friendly, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's like making you feel like shit. Is this making... Oh, here we go. Okay, so there's both things there. Yeah. I'm so sorry, girl. Let's pull some advice for you, okay? That sucks. That absolutely sucks. In terms of your romantic situation, I would say trust your intuition. When it comes to your daughter, being a single fellow parent, I totally understand how difficult it can be as they start to come of age and have their own opinions, and yeah, things can get super complicated, but let's just see what Spirit has for advice, because I don't want to talk out of my ass. So, for Savannah, what is her advice, please, Spirit? Thank you. The Knight of Pentacles, yep. And Death, okay. Savannah. Oh my gosh, wow. Wow, that is a whole thing. Okay. I'm so sorry. So my advice and Spirit's advice to you, sweetheart, for both of your situations, and I'm going to split this advice up, even though it's the same two cards, into two different ways for you, just because, you know, I feel like what I said does kind of touch on both of your situations. But let's talk about your romantic relationship first. With the Knight of Pentacles and Death here. You have been moving slowly in this relationship with caution, I think, because you are looking for something that is going to be a long-term commitment. You're looking for something at the end of the day that is going to be secure and stable, and you're wanting to plant seeds that are going to grow into fruition over time, okay? When we see Death here, that signifies an ending. So being that you're already feeling unsure and have these underlying issues, I'm not advising you to do anything. You are your own person, you do whatever you want, but based on these cards, I think it would be best for you to probably walk away from this relationship. Now, with your daughter, when it comes to the Knight of Pentacles, I think that being that you two are going through an immense period of strife right now, and you're really stressed, and there's a lot of difficult feelings, and a lot of, I think both of you are fighting your own battles against each other and against yourselves at the same time. So that's causing additional friction, if that makes sense, like energetically. So the Knight of Pentacles is here to tell you, you know, take things slowly and with stride. This is not just for you, but for her as well. Try and be rational about things like you have been, but just keep on that trend. Keep it slow, keep it steady. Know in your heart of hearts that things are going to be better, okay? However, whenever this shit ends, Death is meaning that something needs to change here. Something needs to end, whether it's her habits, something with your parenting methods, something with your dynamic, your relationship to each other. Something needs to transform so that you don't fall into the same patterns again, so that both of you don't end up in the same position again, okay? Whew, sorry, that was a lot. I hope that all makes sense, and I hope that helps, honey. Yeah, I basically ghosted him over it, but of course you're disappointed, yes. But I think ghosting him is probably the correct decision. That's probably why Death is here. You know, we do have a skeleton on that card, so. Yeah, I hope that helps you, sweetheart. Thank you so very much for your support, for your subscription, for your time, energy, and I wish you the best of luck with your romance and with your daughter. That's incredibly tough. I'm sending you so much love and all the hugs. I get that, girl. I totally, yeah, definitely have ADHD that is not diagnosed, and it gets rough, but you've got this. I know how strong you are, and I've seen how much you can help other people, so just don't forget, and I know this is advice for me too, I'm not trying to be a bitch, but like, take your own fucking advice. You know how to give it. If you can dish it, take it. You've got this. You're so strong, okay? You got this. Good luck, sweetheart. Feel free to message me too, if you want to, just as like reader girlfriends, and we can just touch base like that. Mwah. I want to keep up on you. Keep up with you. Make sure that you're well. All right. Jin, I think that I said I was going to read for you as well. Yeah? Okay. All right, Jin. If I've missed anyone that I said, please just yell at me and remind me. Coming off of the topic of ADHD, I can be forgetful, so please do forgive me. I'm getting back into this trend of broadcasting too, so it has been a little while. But, alright, Jin, let's see. You were wondering about you and Lewis. Is that correct, my darling? I believe so. Want to know if Lewis and I will be together. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. For Jin and Lewis, please, Spirit, will they be together? Hi, everybody. Welcome in. 3 of Wands in reverse. Are you two at a distance, Jin? Either physically, I think it's physically, you may be at a distance. It looks like there's some kind of setbacks and blockages and delays here in terms of you two being together. I also have the 2 of Wands here. That's a very popular card tonight. And the 9 of Wands once again. So, I don't know, if you are at a distance, physically, you have a decision to make whether it's going to be too much work or not to try and make this happen. If you're not at a distance physically, it may be emotionally distanced. So whether that's on, yes, you are at a distance. Okay. So that's your decision that you have to make, sweetheart, is the distance, do you have enough passion to overcome the distance? And also, do you think that you two can overcome the difficulties that would come with that? With long distance relationships, we often see struggles with trust issues, with dependence, with communication, with honesty, with maybe time differences, you know? In terms of if it will work out, I'm not getting a definitive yes or no. I'm getting that it's in your court. You can choose, but I am really feeling that it's going to be difficult. Okay? So I think that you ultimately can make the decision here whether you want to give to this or not at this point, but I think that you're going to find yourself feeling a little bit emotionally overwhelmed and perhaps depleted, maybe like overcompensating, trying more than the other party, if you do try to give this a go. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay, so if you have yet to start anything, part of the decision could be moving towards that direction in general and having those conversations, pardon me, seeing, okay, are we both on the same page? Do we both agree that we are looking to have this work long distance? And if so, how are we both going to compromise to make that work, right? It's going to be a little bit of a juggling act there due to his crisis. Okay. Yeah, I do see those are maybe the blockages that I was sensing there with the distance as well. And that may be also kind of like I was saying, some of that emotional distance. So, sweetheart, something that you need to acknowledge here is that being physically distant from somebody in a relationship causes a lot more difficulties than having a regular relationship, where, in the fact where he's having a crisis. So right now, he's not able to be emotionally vulnerable with you and speak with you, communicate with you because of that. But the distance adds an extra layer of difficulty on top of that. You know what I mean? So if you are going to have a long distance relationship with someone and choose to do that, if somebody who is going to close off emotionally during those times of need or crisis or strife, is that going to be a healthy relationship further on down the line? These are questions that I want you to ask yourself. Is that going to be something that you can sustain? Is that going to be something that you can see yourself growing, learning from for both parties, right? So that is something that I want you to consider. If it's something that's coming up even before the relationship has had a chance to begin. But, you know, it's up to you to make your own decisions. I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do, but I can only advise what I feel is best from spirit and from the cards. So best of luck, my darling. I hope that helped. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. I'm so glad. Alrighty. Nikki, thank you for subscribing. Okay, let's go ahead and do a career reading for you. If I had missed anyone in between, please do let me know. For those of you that are new and joining, welcome, hello. My name is Yvonne. You may know me as Luna with LT Reads. It's been a minute since I've been here, but I'm back doing some free readings for y'all. These are energy exchanges, so all that I ask is you head on down to the description box below, click on my YouTube, subscribe, and let me know. And from there, I would be happy to do a free reading for you, and I hope that it resonates and helps. But anyways, sorry about that, Nikki. Will you get a promotion in your career? Or how, or what type of career will it be? Okay, so Nikki, I am not a predictive reader. I do not pride myself on that by any means. I'm more so an energy reader. I can try and pick up on what will financially or career-wise happen for you promotion-wise, but I can't tell you exactly what kind of career it will be or anything of that specificity. Anything that's that specific. I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but yeah, okay. Let's see, is Nikki gonna see a promotion coming in, spirit? Any promotion coming in for Nikki, please, in her career? What can she expect financially, career-wise? Upcoming, please, for Nikki. Temperance, Hierophant in reverse, Eight of Wands. As I was shuffling the cards there, Nikki, I feel like you've been working very hard and waiting. You've been very patient for a long time, okay? So I just want to say, if you haven't received that acknowledgement and reassurance from anybody of higher power or authority or anybody else, congratulations, good job. You're doing a fucking good job. You're killing it. With the Hierophant here in reverse, I just can't help but feel like this establishment, your, employer is not giving you the acknowledgement that you desire, require. You may feel underlooked. You may feel underappreciated. You may feel like you are often waiting in the back lines and putting in all of this effort, trying to be as balanced and accommodating as possible, but still not, it feels like you're getting the short end of the stick here all the fucking time. With the Eight of Wands, that is talking to me about fast acting communication or action. So I feel like, Nikki, and I don't think you're gonna like me for saying this, but I think that if you want to be promoted, and I don't know if you have said this, maybe you have already, so don't shoot the messenger, but I think that you need to put in a word or say something to someone. You can't just hope that they notice your good work, your effort, and, based off of that they offer it to you. You need to say, yo, hello, like, do you see what I'm doing here? Like, have you noticed my effort? Like, how good of a worker I am? And, like, have confidence. in your abilities too, and the dedication and commitment that you do put in. I want to say that. That's a message from Spirit. So I don't see anything coming in actively, you know, for the time being, but I think that there's a possibility if you are so bold and brave as to take the chance. The question is to you, that I would pose to you, is are you passionate enough about the promotion in the first place? Like, do you even really want it? Would you be satisfied with it? Or is it more so just for a financial increase? If you're not even happy with the position to begin with, then maybe you should take action towards a new career. Yeah, okay, well, honey, I don't know if you will get a professional job in a different career. If you would like to, I think that is something that you need to ask yourself as well with the Hierophant here in reverse. I think you've been in this job for a long time, and now you've maybe come to realize this is not fitting my values, my morals. It's just not doing it for me anymore. And it's up to you to take action, whether it be through asking for a promotion or leaving this career and moving to something else. Just be careful and cautious to make sure that you have something of security lined up before you move towards that next job. Another message I'm getting is to not be impulsive. And just to make sure that your head is on as straight as possible. You're grounded and you have your true morals and values aligned when you make this next step, whether it's to stay within the company or to move towards something else. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for your subscription and for your time. What's up, JP? How's it going, dude? I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, you haven't even seen this new setup. Yeah, I hope that helps. Thank you so much, Nikki. I wish you the best with your career. I know you're going to kill it regardless. Keep in touch. Thank you. All right, my loves. I think I'm going to do one last reading for those who have subscribed. If I missed anybody, please don't be discouraged. Don't be upset. I'll be back, so it'll just save you less work for next time. You can just say, I already subscribed, dude. Danielle, we got a blondie that figured it out. The YouTube shiz. All right. Danielle, you're going to be my last read for the night, sweetheart. Let's do it. What is your question, Danielle? My pleasure, honey. What is your question, babe? Thank you for your subscription and for hanging out. Ooh, I got the Ace of Cups before you even asked. I'm going to keep that there. General. Okay, I'm not doing general readings, honey. I apologize. Do you have a specific question? I'm just looking to do specific reads for this particular broadcast. I guess I could just see what's coming in for you. Let's just do that. For Danielle. Ace of Cups. Why do we have the Ace of Cups? Wah! 10 of Cups, Knight of Swords. Wow. Danielle, I like this a lot. I don't know if you are you in a committed relationship? If you're not, you may find yourself waiting on a check to come from taxes. That's not what I got. I'm getting romantic stuff. I'm getting family stuff. I don't know if you're in a committed relationship or not. If you are not, you may be finding one very soon. If you are not, you may just be coming into an energy of a stronger sense of self-love, of stronger self-worth, of feeling like you're more open to things. With the 10 of Cups here, you may be leaning more on friends and family. Yeah, you've got a husband. Okay, yeah, I've got a full family in this card here. And with the Knight of Swords, I think, you know what, I honestly just think that you're doing a better job of taking care of yourself within your family dynamic. I don't know if that has been as of late or it's going to be upcoming for you. I don't see anything financial, unfortunately, but it's more so just about you taking better care of yourself, really feeling happy and content, being around your loved ones, around your children, your husband. Maybe you will possibly have children if you don't, but yeah, very exciting. It looks like there's something new coming in. A new feeling of maybe just fulfillment for you. I'm just going to clarify this Ace of Cups because I'm curious. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, it just feels like you're feeling fulfilled finally. May not be anything new, but I hope that helps. Maybe you two are trying to conceive. Or thinking about it. One of you, maybe. Good luck. All right, my darlings, I'm going to end the readings here. Thank you so much for joining me. That was an absolute blast. I missed reading for you all, and I'm going to make sure that it's more of a habit moving forward. I wish you all love and light. Thank you for your subscriptions, time, and energy. And until we meet again, love and light. Thank you.